Hello, my name is Sonia Ross. I'm a psychotherapist, intuitive messenger, and author. And today I am bringing forward the uh, numerology reading for life path number 9. Today I'm bringing forward the numerology reading for life path number 9 for February 2024. So we're going to begin. I've pulled the cards and I've checked with spirit and to confirm I had the correct cards, and we're going to start. So the first card in your spread, Life Path 9, I'm a Life Path 9 as well. So this should be interesting. The first card in the spread, Life Path 9, is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so that's nice. New offers are being made. Okay, cross with the Nine of Wands. Okay, it's coming up in the reverse position. So that's interesting. Okay. Next, then we have the Five of Cups. Okay. Dealing with regret and loss. The Star. Interesting. And the Ace of Swords. So interesting. So we're beginning this. This is already really interesting. So we're beginning the spread and we're ending the spread both with two aces. So aces are the equivalent of wands. So something new is beginning in the financial front and in a new process of thinking. So this looks really exciting. So the first card is the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is like we're beginning the process. We're stepping forward in our journey. It's the first step in the journey, but it has to do with material things, wealth, physical natures, things like that. For me, when I'm reading Pentacles, or as I've done more readings, the Pentacles don't just have to do with money, but the Pentacles also for me have to do with the earthly body. And I was watching another person who does readings, and he said that's how he reads Pentacles as well. Pentacles has to do that he interprets it, and I'm beginning to develop my own interpretation. That Pentacles have to do with the earth, the physical self, the body, and things like that. So we'll just stay open, and that, something new is coming forward having to do with earthly things. Could be finances, and it could be your actual physical body. And an obstacle position is the Nine of Wands. And so the Nine of Wands is a card of defense and also a card of reactivity. And like you always have to be on defense. But it's coming up in the obstacle position, or basically as a reverse card, and saying that maybe the energy that you've previously held around being reactive and being on the defense, that energy is starting to diminish in your life. Sorry, I had the card out of the camera with you. So maybe that energy is starting to diminish in your life. So while it's coming up in the obstacle position, um, I don't necessarily know if that's a bad thing, because if you've constantly always been defensive and, reacting and feeling like you had to fight so hard, having that energy kind of settle down and not be so present in your life is not necessarily a bad thing. Okay. And then we go to the center of the spread, and it's the Five of Cups. And so the Five of Cups is the card of regret and loss. So something that you're going to be working through in February 2024 has to do with regret and loss. You're going to be working through some emotions of regret and some emotions of loss. And, that's not necessarily, I know that can be painful and difficult, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, because as you see, 3 of the cups are tipped over and the liquids are pouring out, but you have 2 cups remaining. So while you may feel like you're in a position of feeling regretful about some certain things that have taken place, um, even in that period of regret 9, remember that you still have a lot to be thankful for. And so while you're going through whatever transition you're going through with you emotionally, just remember that you still have a lot to be grateful for. And then you have the Star card, and the Star card is a beautiful card, and it's the card of intuition, illumination. So we have 2 cards that basically, in my interpretation, we have 2 cards that signify illumination in the tarot, which is the Sun and the Star. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that signifies illumination? But these 2 are definitely about, illumination. And so the Star is the card of intuition, just kind of touching things in a deeper way. So you see how her hand is dipped in the water, and she's like She has her hand in the she has her hand and foot in the water, and she's also pouring water in. And so this is about like really taking a deep dive into your intuition. And so I want to say, nine, that if you're going through a period of regret and loss, and you feel like you're not feeling that in a great place emotionally, and you're kind of recovering from some things, I think your intuition will be a huge aid for you in this time. Your intuition will be a huge support for you in this time. So I don't, so, begin to tap into your intuition, or continue to tap into it. That, and for me, that means, you know, working with your spiritual team, working with your guides, working with your angels, and not just going through whatever these situations are that have left you feeling battered and beleaguered and filled with regret on your own. I'm sorry the lighting has changed a bit. This is okay. We're just gonna have to work it out. Okay. And so the last card in the spread is the Ace of Swords. So from this perspective of kind of going through some difficulties and transitions here with the Five of Cups, um, from to after tapping into your intuition, you're going to be going to begin a new journey. You're going to begin a new journey, nine, a new journey when it comes to your thinking. And sometimes when we go through difficulties and things like that, you know, it's to take us on a new pathway. It's there to help us grow personally and spiritually, and take us into a further along in our process. If we're connecting with it in a conscious, intentional way, instead of just having something happen and then you're just like, well, this is miserable, I'm just suffering X, Y, and Z. Spirit is saying tap into your intuition. You don't just have to be miserable, you don't have to just suffer. Tap into your intuition, check in with your guides, check in with your spiritual counsel, and so that you can understand what is happening for you. Because when you do that, it gives you new insights and new ways of thinking about things. When you get new ways of thinking about things, nine, it helps to illuminate a lot of our processes and a lot of the things that we've been through. So you're beginning the month with some new offers being made of a material nature, which seem very exciting. That's wonderful. I hope that flourishes for you. And this card, which in the reverse can mean that maybe some defensiveness and reactivity that you previously had, you don't have. It's kind of maybe been withdrawn from your life. And maybe that's why you're able to kind of process whatever this regret and loss is, because you're no longer on the defensive and defending yourself. Now you can really go deeper into the emotional depths. This is starting to make sense. You can go deeper into the emotional depths maybe you had not been willing to explore before, because a lot of times our psyche, our inner self, our protective parts will put up a strategy of defense and reactivity and fight, fight, fight. But sometimes that needs to be diminished and lowered so that we can really deal with some things, really deal with regret and loss. This could be, like, say there's things that you've not been processing because you've been so busy in the material world and been so busy, you know, um, being in a reactive and in the defense mode. But now that you're no longer, reactive and in the defense mode, now some new things can come forward. You can begin to explore these feelings of regret and loss that you've had. Excuse me. And in this exploration of the regret and loss, you can begin to bring healing to your life. You can begin to, understand yourself in a deeper way. And like I was saying before, here you are. Yes, you had some losses. There are some things you regret, nine, but look, you still have things. You still have two cups standing up, and both of the cups that you have standing up are full. It means they're full because they still have things for you. Cups have to do with emotions. And so maybe now you're pouring out the emotions you no longer need, but you have the two things remaining that are going to be there to sustain you. And then you have the star card. And so you're being told, and you have the energy of tapping into your intuition. And out of all of these cards, nine, you have one major arcana. So this is a card that's there to sustain you through your life. The ability to tap into your intuition, connect with spirit, connect with your guides, your angels, your spiritual counsel, your spiritual team. and know that you're not alone in anything that you're going through. So you don't have to constantly be on your own, just dealing with life uh, raw, as my friend would say, without any spiritual support or guidance. My friend said that. She said, dealing with life raw. And so, and then because of that, the outcome card is the Ace of Swords. And so that this is the beginning of a new journey of clarity and clarity of thoughts and ideas. And sometimes we can only get the clarity of thoughts and ideas, nine, when we deal with ourselves emotionally and we tap into our intuition. I know on my path, tapping into my intuition and really getting that guidance from spirit has helped tremendously. So I understood my thinking better. And it helped to really clarify my thoughts. And so about a lot of things. So I just want to encourage you to do that. I just want to encourage you to tap into your intuition, work with yourself in this way, um, and just continue to take care of yourself. And that your intuition is going to be very, very important to you in this season of your life, nine, from February 2024. And I'm getting that this is going to be the energy of what I'm saying to you right now is going to be pretty fresh for about 1 to 3 months. Energy is going to be pretty fresh for about 1 to 3 months. But this card is a life lesson. So this card is a lesson you're learning in your life that's going to be kind of manifesting itself in its fullness in February of 2024. But this is going to be a life lesson. Because when you connect with your intuition, nine, it's something that, you know, that if you keep cultivating it, there's not something you're going to lose. It's something that is there to sustain you through your life. And this is the energy you have around you. Stepping into this energy of your intuition and using it to sustain you, to illuminate you, to help you understand yourself in deeper and deeper ways, in all parts of yourself, on the physical, emotional, and mental level. Okay, you see. Okay, so spirit is saying to let, and you also have to let go of self-doubt. So whatever self-doubt you have about anything, nine, spirit is saying to let it go. And that this process that you're in, nine, is a reclamation process. And that word of reclaiming often comes up when I read for people. It often comes up because, and I heard somebody else that I listened to, they said this as well, that just the energy that's on the earth right now, it's an energy of reclaiming. We are reclaiming all the lost parts of ourselves, all the parts that weren't accepted, all the parts that were seen as odd and, weird and, whatever, all of the things that we pushed away because they weren't accepted. We're reclaiming those parts of ourselves because those parts of ourselves have such value and wisdom, and we all are being called toward this reclamation, nine, and I'm getting that for you. This is about you reclaiming a part of yourself and stopping the self-doubt. And I'm also receiving that maybe this regret and loss that is coming up for you is just about times maybe you should have chosen yourself and you didn't. Times where you should have been more respectful of your own needs, more honoring of your own needs. And now that you're in a different stage in your life, you may be kicking yourself in the pants, being like, oh my God, I should have done, I should have taken care of myself better here. I should have taken care of myself better here. And spirit is saying, no, don't kick yourself in the pants. Don't beat yourself up on it, over it. It's just part of the journey that we're all on. And in this reclamation process that we're all on, this is one of the things we have to let go of, this idea that we're in the wrong place at the wrong time, or that we could have, should have done better there, and going over things. Spirit is saying, don't do that. Spirit is saying, don't look back on your life and see all the mistakes you made. Look at all the things that you've gained. Because even in your mistakes, you learn and you grow and you develop greater wisdom. So what are you saying, Spirit? So you're in a, yeah, so yes. So release self-doubt, reclaim yourself. And also just like really work with yourself to release any illusions that things should have been another way. Really work with yourself to release any illusions that things should have been another way. things are the way they are because they are that way. We can only make the best choices we can at any time. So Spirit is saying to let go of any of these ideas and illusions you had about things being different, or things should have been about things should have been another way. Like, don't get trapped in that. And that's where that's where we can get really trapped in regret and loss. And says, please don't do that. Because Spirit is saying, don't get trapped in regret and loss. Get trapped in the illusion of, wow, things should have been this way. They should have. Spirit is saying, let go of that idea and step into this beginning of a new way of thinking. Spirit is highly, highly encouraging you to step into this journey of a new way of thinking. As a matter of fact, let me put that down. As that's what I'm going to call this video anyway. New way. Spirit. That. Anything else? Release self-doubt. Reclaim the lost. Reclaim yourself, all the parts of yourself. Release illusions. Step into a new way of thinking. Honor yourself and honor your needs. And just really, really release regret. Let's let the regret go. It doesn't serve you. Let's learn what you need to learn from the situation. And just, ground yourself and move on. Yeah, so Spirit is just saying that some of you are just getting really weighed down on reviewing situations and thinking about them again and wondering how they could have been different. And that's why Spirit is bringing up the Ace of Swords energy. And Spirit's saying, no, don't be in that mental space. Go into a new mental space. Begin a new mental journey, a new relationship with your thoughts. Like, because when you do that, it closes down your energy field, when your energy field needs to be opened up in order to communicate with Spirit. And that's why Spirit wants you to tap into your intuition. But you can only do that if you release regret and loss. Release. It's okay to have some feelings of sadness about things that have happened, but you have to release these feelings of regret and loss, because you see how he's wearing a black cloak. That means his aura is in, like, his aura is in. But then you see how the star card is. She's nude. The sky is illuminated. You can see things clearly, and she's shining brightly. So Spirit wants you to move for being the black cloaked figure, just, filled with regret, constantly playing over things, aura energy feel kind of in and closed off because you're so, in your mental space and hurting in your heart and dealing with your emotions, into a space of connecting with your intuition. Because when we let go of regret and loss, we connect with we're able to think more clear, and we can connect with Spirit and, make that linkage in our intuition. Because to connect with Spirit, our aura has to be open, or we have to raise our own vibration to connect with Spirit. And so it has to just be more expansive. And so that's why the star card has appeared. And because in my mind, I'm seeing a figure similar to this Five of Cups energy. And I'm seeing a female figure, but they are kind of similar, very similarly, this kind of, like this, about life and everything that's happened, and replaying stuff, and lost in the illusion that things should have been different. Things are the way they are, as I said before. Excuse me. And we have to accept what's in front of us in order to heal ourselves and move forward. Is there anything else? Self-acceptance. So Spirit wants you to move towards a place of self-acceptance. And that self-acceptance will help to relax some of the inner turmoil you feel, and it'll also aid in you connecting with your intuition. Because for nines, Spirit really, really, really wants you to really, really connect with your intuition, because that's going to aid you so much. Okay. I think, yeah, just release regret and loss. Okay. Release self-doubt, release illusions, reclaim yourself. Hmm. Energy fields like this. Open up your energy field so you can shine, so you can connect with that star energy and, go deep into your intuition, connect with your intuition, explore your intuition. And that'll just take you on a really beautiful new pathway to understanding yourself and thinking in a way that's a, a big, in a new way, thinking in a way that's, going to be very different than the way you've thought before, but it's going to take you on a new journey and a new road that's going to be much more beneficial to you, much more healing to you. And that's going to be part of the reclamation of yourself. Okay. Is there anything else? So we're going to move to the cards. And so as you're going through this transition, 9, I want you to know the angels are around you. The angels love you. If you don't work with your angels, call on them. They're always there. You have a guardian angel, and they're always by your side. And so angels for 9, as they reclaim themselves, release illusion. Angels, please give us a message for 9 as they reclaim themselves, release illusions, release loss and regret, release self-doubt, reclaim the lost parts of themselves, clarify their thinking, begin thinking in new ways. Please, angels, speak with us and give us a message from 9. Please speak. It's the second time I've pulled this card in the readings I've done today. This is the second time this card has come up, which is so amazing. So Spirit wants you, I know it just got so dark, I'm sorry. Spirit wants you to expect miracles. This lighting together. So it just got dark. So the message for the angels for you, 9, is expect miracles. Miracles occur naturally. They are always ready to unfold. Your angels are encouraging you to prepare them your angels are encouraging you to prepare yourself for them now. A miracle doesn't have to be an extravagant change in circumstances. It can be a simple shift of energy that creates a wave of love in your life. If you need something positive to happen or you're praying for something, this card brings you the message that something exciting and healing is about to unfold. That's what we were just talking about, right, 9? Something exciting and healing is about to unfold. In order to help this along, you are being guided by your angels to recognize and honor your own worth. We were just talking about that, right? Realize that you're absolutely worthy of miracles and they will unfold in your life. Your entire life has been brought together by miracles. They're happening all the time. And the miracle that you need isn't a difficult one because in the hands of the divine, anything is possible. And the thing, 9, is that when you really work with your intuition, you're going to see that the divine is around you at all times. It's constantly there. We just don't see it because our vibration is not high enough to make that connection to the next realms. But it is always there. We're just, so earth-based. And this is, what, this is probably what this is saying. Because we're so earth-based, and this is just where we are now, we're just so earthly focused, and we're so busy being reactive, but that reactivity is decreasing. We can, we have to release regret and loss, connect with our intuition so that we can go on a path of new thinking and new development. And part of that connecting to your intuition, 9, is, opening up your energy centers, expanding your aura. And but when I say expanding your aura just doesn't expand just because you say, I want my aura to expand. The aura expands when you have done the healing and necessary work for it to. Your energy centers have to be clear. Your mind has to be clear. Your emotions have to be clear. You cannot be filled with regret and loss because all those things bring your aura in like this, and you cannot and the realms, even though they're constantly, around us, they're not going to be able to make a secure, consistent, sustained connection. And the information we get and the connections we get are very spotty. That's why so many people feel so unsupported. And they're like, I'm not sure if spirit's connecting with me. And that's because they're inconsistent with their vibration. But you have to become more consistent in how you take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And when you're very consistent with that, and that is your priority, then the connection between you and spirit will be seamless and it will be constant and you will feel supported. So, to the point of what the angels are saying to you now, realize that you are absolutely worthy of miracles and they will unfold in your life. Your entire life has been brought to you by miracles. They're happening all the time. And the miracles that you need isn't a difficult one because at the hands of the divine, anything is possible. So anything is possible. We just have to do our work while we're in the physical to heal and integrate any of the things we need to heal and integrate so our energy centers can be clear, or we can raise our vibration, our aura can expand, and the spiritual realm can get a solid connection to us and our communication can be seamless. Place the extended messages, place yourself in a golden light. Remember that the light of God is within you, right there in the heart of your being, your soul. Good things can happen to you and for you. But in order to manifest something wonderful in your life, you have to believe that it is possible. You could be seeing the miracle you need as impossible or even as too big for you to achieve. Ultimately, this is exactly what is blocking it from happening. So change it now. Your angel guide is inviting you to open your heart and your mind and see what you need being delivered to you. Feel that it is already in your life. Feel grateful for all of your blessings, and you will allow the miracles you deserve to unfold. Okay. So I hope that message made a lot of sense to you, Nine. Spirit was coming through very clearly for you, which is wonderful. And I just want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this message resonates with you. Please leave your feedback below. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. Please like this video, subscribe, share. And, I'm just so happy to give this message to you. And I think this is a really great message. And I think this is a message for all of us that we can all learn from. And so what I will say is that I'm Sonia Ross. I'm a psychotherapist, an intuitive messenger, and a author. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can do so. My email is below in the description box, and you can just follow those instructions. And I hope to see you next time. So please take care of yourself. Have a wonderful, wonderful February, a wonderful, wonderful, and a wonderful, wonderful 2024. Thank you so much. Take care.